Hello, this is Andre. I am a massage and yoga therapist from Edinburgh. I'm also studying to become an Ayurvedic practitioner. I'm already an Ayurvedic massage therapist as well. And this is, I think, maybe round 4 of this video. So hopefully you'll get an improved version considering the previous 4 didn't quite work. So, so anyway, um, today I'm making a video about yogic breathing, sometimes also known as sectional breathing. And yogic breathing can be done. Um, it's really quite good to expand, to enable maximum amount of oxygen into your lungs. So as opposed to regular breathing, where you are only using a limited capacity, your lungs aren't inhaling to their maximum capacity. Often we breathe quite in quite a shallow way, and if you've suffered from anxiety, that's really what's happening. The breath isn't as controlled as it could be. So yogic breathing is the kind of thing that you can use if you are, again, like many pranayamas, struggling with not feeling very grounded. But also, if you can use it, if you really just want to feel more present and being fully in control of um, all the different areas of your breathing. So in a conscious way, um, controlling each area. So that goes back to the sectional bit. So yogic breathing combines abdominal breathing with thoracic breathing and clavicular breathing. So we are using all 3 areas to inhale and exhale. It can be done just in diamond pose, in the way I'm sitting on your heels. When I first started practicing yoga, I couldn't sit in this way without being in agony. So you could choose to lie down in Shavasana pose, or you could just lie down in any way that works for you. Or you could sit down, sorry, cross-legged if that works. You could pop a book under your bum to make it more comfortable, but you don't want to be in pain, as opposed to what many people might think. Yoga is not about suffering. In fact, it's about the opposite, about reducing suffering or avoiding unnecessary suffering. So sit whatever way works for you. So as I said, I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see better how this works. So, and I'll explain it to you before you have a go, because it's easy if you understand it before you start rather than learn as you go along. So what you want to imagine is that you are, when you're inhaling, is that you are filling in a jug with water or whatever you want to fill it with, or that you are inflating a balloon. So with this type of breathing, when we inhale, the first part of the breath, the first part of the inhalation is going directly into the tummy. Yeah, so not the full breath, just part of the breath. So thinking of that jug, we're filling the jug from the bottom, obviously, and then we are inhaling into the other areas, going up. Okay, so I'll just do one round of yogic breathing inhalation so that you can see what this looks like. When you first start, it might be helpful to have one hand on your tummy, one hand on your chest, just so that you can feel the breath going into that area. As you get more used to it, you don't have to. But I'll just have it here so that you can see. Hopefully you can see fine from there. So inhalation goes something like, yeah, so as soon as I breathe in, my tummy expands out, yeah? So once you fill in the tummy, what you want to do is to bring the breath into the chest, yeah, and then all the way up to the clavicle. So the last part of the inhalation, we should have a little gentle raising of the shoulders. So something like, You really want to expand those lungs all the way to the max. Okay, so into the tummy first, belly popping out, into the chest, into the clavicle. This should be a smooth motion. You shouldn't be straining your breath in any way during yogic breathing. So have a little play with that and see how that feels. The exhalation, it's the reverse happening. Okay, so you want to um, expel the air from the clavicle, from this region first, then you want to expel it from the chest, and then you want to expel it from the tummy. And when you do a full exhalation at the end, the belly button should go all the way into the spine. You know, you really want to expel all the stale air. You don't want to keep any air inside the body. So I'll do a full inhalation, exhalation round. Yeah, so you can exaggerate the inhalation, exaggerate the exhalation if that helps you, but you don't want to strain it again, as I said. And maybe you want to do 10 rounds, 15 rounds, something like this, whatever works for you. Um, but for some people, it's easier to imagine a balloon. Some people, it's easier to imagine a jug being filled and poured and filled and pulled. So pick which one works best. Really, sorry. Yeah, this is yogic breathing. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you can practice it. But just bear in mind that, you know, when it comes to yoga therapy, a lot of the pranayamas, breathing techniques are specific to a person, specific to something that they might be experiencing. So, you know, if you have any questions about whether this is for you or not, you could reach out. I'm very happy to answer any questions. Also, remembering that with yogic breathing, there isn't any retention going on. In this particular example, I've shown you. So it's an inhalation and exhalation that feels like, you know, a tide coming in and going out. Very soothing, smooth movement. Okay, I think that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week, or maybe the week after, or next week. I usually say that I'll do these videos every single week, but sometimes I don't, and we shouldn't put pressure on these things. Okay, take care. Bye.